Yeah, I heard you. You heard me? We're back, y'all. What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Episode
What's up?
66, Jock Johnson podcast. My main man, my co-host, LaJuan Johnson in the building. Also, if you hadn't checked out the podcast, check it out. It's available here on the YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, set those notifications so that when I do drop a new episode, you'll be alerted. Also, check out the Johnson's. Damn, I almost forgot my vlogs. They're available here on the channel. Y'all check it out. My daily vlogs. Also, check out the website. New merch. Hoodies are in. Hats will be made available real soon, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Check me out at www.jockjohnsonmerchandise.com and cop that merch. Cop it. All right, so we're in the house, full effect. My man is on location from home tonight. He's not in the studio.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Man, there's been a little bit of time have transpired since we've been on, but we're back in full effect. A lot been going on. I know there's a lot been going on in the sports world. The BS that we saw the other day, South Carolina and Texas A&M, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I talked about it in my yesterday's vlog. As fathers, we're gonna talk about our kids, especially when they playing sports and all. And my son is a senior in high school, Northwest Rankin High School. They played a playoff game this past Friday night, and it ended on a somber note. They failed. Got shit coming on, y'all. I'm sorry. I actually bumped that, but we had that game this past Friday night, and they fell short. And it was a very emotional time for him, along with the other players too, and it was an emotional time for me also. So, but the road has come to an end for his high school football career, end of an era, as they say. My man, I was saddened, but I'm happy at the same time that he's got an opportunity to move on and go to school and do what he loved to do, and just play the game of football. This photo, man, was very somber right here after the game. Last game, and yeah, I was hurt too, but it gets to these points, man. You've played ball your whole life, pretty much. He's been playing football as long as he could play. Started in the backyard, talked about that a lot. And it's at the end of the road for him. Like I told him, this is not the end. You go to school, man, and do your thing. Keep working out and working hard, and it'll pay off for you. So, yeah, bro, yeah. So I sent you that sent you that text the other night, man, about the score, bro.
At halftime, what did my boy say? You see. Let me pull up this text message. My boy said at halftime, y'all. Halftime.
Yeah.
21, no, 20, 28-0 at halftime. He said BTA.
Yeah.
BTA, at halftime, and
yeah.
I just put the eyes emojis, going back to him, sitting back to him, but we have seen where teams can come back and get back in the game. But as my boy been saying, this year has been a
Yeah.
struggle with the head coaching and everything else, decision making, play calling and everything else. So,
Yeah.
prize, I don't know. But I would have thought, what I'm saying, going into the playoff game, you'll be more prepared than 28-0 going into
Right.
time. You know,
Right.
your schemes and everything else should have been more perfected going into halftime, man. So, and it's still you had time
Mhm.
to come back out and put up the same amount, make the adjustments, and I'm gonna let my boy say the final score. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm
now
gonna let you.
anybody that watched the vlog, yesterday's vlog, they pretty much know the score. The score, final score is 45-7, man. 45
It's,
to 7.
so therefore, it shows nowhere ranking didn't make adjustments to when they came out. It's
Yeah.
head coaching. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
So hey,
bro. Yeah. It's behind us now. It's
yeah,
behind us, man. It's behind us. Got to move on. Uh, hey, high school football is over with for you. So, I hope and wish the best for the upcoming players. That's behind them coming through. I hope things will be a lot better for them because, man, I've seen a lot this season. Seen a lot of BS. To me. But I just, you just hate to go out like that. You hate to lose
yeah.
like that. I mean, if the score was a lot better, you hate losing, period. Okay. You hate losing, period. But damn, I'm talking about straight BTA.
Losing at
Straight.
that caliber, I understand. I
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
understand that, man.
Yeah. And it hurts him, man. My son, man, he's been, you know, man, he's been down, about that. And I think a lot of it too is just, um, thinking back on the time he done spent with a lot of his friends playing the game and grinding with them and knowing that it's over. So,
Yeah,
but I wish everybody that's been involved, the players and all, my man, Driscoll Duvall's son Matthew. Man, I'm proud of him. Also, him and my son are best of friends, and I'm looking forward to getting those young men on the podcast and talk with them. We'll be having a conversation with them also in the future. So be on the lookout for that. Now, your boy, man, I'm telling you, my trainer today, he hit me up, asked me
mm,
asked me about my weight and all that shit. How
yeah,
much weight? Because my schedule is about to change, y'all. I've been working out with a trainer, my man Marvin Williams, Next Generation Fitness. Um, he hit me up today though, and you know, we got to make some change as far as my scheduling now because your boy is going back to the workforce for finally after what about 6 months, 7 months now. Decided to want to go back, do something uh, during the day. Um, Podcasting, this podcasting thing is gonna it's gonna work good for us because we'll be able to do it on the weekends anyway. We're off on the weekends, so it'll be more better for us scheduling wise to do the podcast. Uh, but I've got to, make some changes for my scheduling with the workouts and all because it's my job now will be from 8 to 5, and I've decided to do Saturday morning workout. I'm trying to figure out the day that I want. It's supposed to be 2 days. I do 2 days out of the week with him,
uh,
and it may be Saturday and Sunday. It may be. I don't know how it's going to work out, but we're going to figure it out. But he thought I was going to quit. I said, man, you ain't quitting. He said, we got a little ways to go. I said, no, man, I'm not going to quit, bro. Not going to quit. It's nothing different from what I've done in the past when I was, working the job. Um, man, working long hours and still was going to the gym. So, there's nothing different, bro. Nothing
Yeah.
different. So, and I got to get my man weekend eventually. I hope before long get that video so he can get in and video these workouts, man. I'm telling you, Marvin be killer. He's killer, man. But he's a lot better from what I understand. He's a lot better from what he used to be as far as training because man, he used to be tough. I heard, man. And he said it himself too.
Hey man, I don't believe that man that lacked up the way you be talking, big bro. Man, bro, I had to come home, take a shower, and get in the bed, man.
Bro, man, look, you know,
Hey, he
I
ain't
would,
slacked up. Hey, he must ain't slacked up too much.
man, man, look, I would be so fucking burned, man, especially doing legs. I hate doing legs, dude. I hate doing legs. And man, I'd be so burned out, man. I can't even hardly fucking walk out of the place, man. I had to go out and get in my truck and sit there for a little bit before I can leave.
Yo.
There's been some times where we work upper body, man, and my damn shoulders and arms be hurting so bad I can feel like I can't even hardly drive. I'm like, damn, I'm gonna need a damn chauffeur, but say if it's not hurting you, you ain't
No
doing
pain, no
nothing.
gain. That's the
Right.
old slogan.
And so he got this thing this month of November. No excuse November. No excuse. No excuse November. But he's gonna be on the show real soon too. We talked about it a couple days back about him coming on the show because he's been on the podcast a while back, a couple years back when I was doing it, the solo thing. And we're gonna bring him on because people need to know the importance of um, taking care of yourself as far as the workouts and the nutrition side of it, and see that's what we get messed up at with the eating part. Eating you got to eat clean, man. If you really want those results, you got to eat clean. I know people be talking about that shit don't taste right. I can't eat that. I can't do that. My man CT Fletcher would say, "Hey, it ain't you eat the shit for the taste. You eating the shit for the results."
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, the nutrition side of it, man, is very important if you want to, um, you know, get that physique and all that like you want to and tone up. Um, man, nobody's gonna take care of you but you. You got to take care of yourself. And I'm getting a little older now, so your boy be 53 next month. So yeah, gotta
Yeah.
stay on.
We got one life to live, and we only
Yeah,
give one body, man. It's up to you how you take care of it. So, I'm gonna be like this. Big bro have motivated me to get back out here to do what I need to do. I done slacked off myself about a year, so
yeah,
I'm about to get back out there myself, start back working out and everything.
yeah. And man, look, it makes a big difference because you feel a lot better when you do work out. I know I do. I sleep a lot better. Um, it's to the point now, like I say, he was been driving me driving me to the fucking ground, man. I'd be so burned out. I'd be want to come home and just get me a shower and go lay down, man. But I know I'm getting the job done. He's getting the job done. He's doing what he's supposed to do. I like his style and techniques of the exercises and all because he does the shit the right way as far as the techniques and all as well with the exercises and all that and the weights and stuff. So, um, but anyway, y'all keep me in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers, man.
He'll be all
Keep me-
right, y'all. He'll be all
yeah.
right.
Look, man. They've been had this damn government shut down and all that. This finally has bounced back. Uh, the government is back open, and I know a lot of people was working without pay. Uh, the thing with the food stamps and all that, man, it was gonna have to do something. It was gonna have to do something, man. I'm telling you because that shit was gonna end up. It was gonna get bad around here if they
Yeah.
didn't, get this shit back on point. People trying to survive. Um, and it was going. I think crime was gonna definitely go to an all time high eventually. Man, it was gonna really get bad around here. And um, I've never been just big on politics and all that. I really didn't start paying attention to politics until um, your boy got in office, and I really been kind of watching things, man, and just looking at all the hoorah and all that. But ain't nothing you can do about it. You can't stress yourself about it because they're gonna do what they want to do regardless.
Yeah.
They're
You right
gonna
about
do that.
that.
So, um, you just got to stay. What they say, keep your head on the swivel, and you stay prayed up, man. But you know, people was working without pay, without getting paid. You,
Hey, did you hear the reward?
but they're getting back pay. I heard they're getting back pay. I think now some of them are.
Some of them, what they call them, TSA workers who
Yeah,
worked
yeah,
unpaid,
yeah,
$10,000 check, man, hand it straight to
yeah.
them. So
Yeah,
that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's some of them. That's more than some of their actual pay. So
yeah,
$10,000, man, it can stretch a long way.
yeah, man. I give me an extra 10.
Shoot, you me.
Shit, man. You know what? I've actually I really have been enjoying my time off. From the job, and man, I was thinking. I said, well, after the first of the year, I just find me a little something to do. I'm not trying to work like I used to work, man. Hell no, I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do that. You know how it was. You've been there. You know how
Man,
it was.
all I gotta
You know-
say, it ain't no going back to that.
Yeah,
That's all I can say about that, man. It's tough, and
yeah.
it actually take a toll on your body, man. A
Hmm.
lot of us who were young, our bodies felt twice as older than what it actually is
Yeah,
coming out that place, man. So yeah,
yeah, yeah. So I really uh I was going whenever if I found something, it's gonna be something that it's not gonna be like it was. I was fortunate enough to find a little something. I was gonna wait till after the first of the year, but turned out I jumped on it when I saw it, and it worked out. So this coming Tuesday, your boy is back into the workforce. Um, 10 minutes from home or less. I think it's 9 or 10 minutes from the house. So off on weekends, that's gonna work out good because what we do here. So, but um, yeah, I just want to continue to bring steadily flows of income in. Add to what I got. You
yeah,
know, I mean, I could have stayed off much longer if I wanted to, but I'm like, no, I'm used to going to work, man. Used to going to work. I get up every day like I'm going to work, and hey, I needed to find me a little something to do, to keep me going. So it's working out. We gotta see how it goes the first day. All right, so um, like I said, there's been a lot going on. There's what yesterday, which was Saturday. Uh, that incident in Texas, uh, South Carolina, Texas A&M.
yeah,
That that incident, and then with football, my man here definitely does his thing with football. Um, we're gonna talk about a little bit of football, much about football, and some other things, and in a few minutes, because we're gonna take a quick break. Man. We're gonna come back, and yeah. We're gonna get into it, y'all. All right, we'll be back. More the Jock Johnson podcast in a minute. All right, y'all. We are back. More of the Jock Johnson podcast. My man LaJuan Johnson, my sports specialist guy, my co-host, man. You know, we talked about, mentioned just a few minutes ago about the situation that happened out at that football game yesterday at Texas A&M and South Carolina, and this BS right here. Yeah, look at his face, man. Look at his face. Shit is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous, bro. Man, there's a lot of people been talking about that. You know, you do something like that in front of millions of people watching all over. And you wonder what it's like if you know doesn't have the camera on.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
that shit was uncalled for, man. It was uncalled for. You are an officer, okay? You're an officer. Yeah, state trooper. State trooper, I don't give a damn. State trooper, you're an officer. And you bump these young men. And then point it in the face. Point it.
Like they did something wrong.
Like they did something wrong, man.
When you in the wrong the whole time.
Bro, man, it's just, you know, it was good that they didn't really react. Because ain't no telling what that situation would have been. You know, just thinking back and talking, well, we talk about it all the time anyway. About you know, I got sons. You know, being out here, it's just like my son, my youngest one, you know, played football. You know how games after games, you know, they go hang out and all. And you know, you late coming home you a little late coming home, you know. And I have to tell them, you know, when they're out, man, hey, make sure that if you do get stopped by law enforcement, you comply. Don't give them any reason to do anything to you out of the ordinary.
You're right, bro.
And that's sad. You got to coach your kids in this day and time for that kind of crap. Now, you think about this guy did what he did at a college stadium full of people, millions of people watching on television.
I was just about to say that live.
What he would do without the cameras on.
That's a good question, man. That's a good question. I mean, about his demeanor, his delivery.
Yeah.
Then pointing at the players like they did something wrong. Man,
They
them
did
players just playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they weren't doing nothing that they not.
Was it because of South Carolina was up?
It could have been. Could have been.
Yeah.
I mean, it was BTA at that point, you know?
Yeah. But damn, man. You would expect a crazy fan or somebody to do some shit like that. Some fans or something that, you know, try to do something like that. But the cops, the police, in front of everybody.
in front of everybody. But I mean, he lost. He is been relieved of stadium game duty, as they say. He will not be participating in any more games this year. So he has been relieved of that duty. But I mean, why? What was going through your head at that time? What exactly message you was trying to get across to a
Yeah.
player who just scored a 80-some yard touchdown, and as part of his celebration to show
Mhm.
America how fast he was, he ran up the tunnel.
Yeah.
This ain't the first time you've seen a player ran up a tunnel.
Right.
So
Yeah, Bo
therefore,
Jackson did in the NFL, didn't it?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
In the NFL, he ran
Yeah.
straight out the tunnel. You
Yeah.
know, Forrest Gump, he ran straight through the tunnel. But I mean, dude, I mean, just being honest, man. I mean, what message are you trying to get across to a football player as his celebration, as we see these days, high school level, pee wee level, college level, NFL level? They're gonna celebrate in some kind of way, in their own life type of way. And for that player, from a South Carolina wide receiver, his celebration was running up the tunnel to show how fast he was. He is a track star.
Yeah.
So he's a track star turning football player. But it was out of order for the state trooper to do something like that.
Yeah. It was, man. I was shocked at a game anyway, in front of, like I said, in front of millions of people, you know,
Yeah.
and that, you would think motherfuckers be doing something without, behind the scenes without the cameras around, and that's how it normally would be a lot of times, motherfuckers have their body cams cut off, you know, doing crazy stuff, man. And, that makes, look, all cops are not bad cops. All cops, I feel like all cops are not bad cops. But there are those out there that really abuse their authority. I don't know if they've been bullied growing up in life and decide they want to, take it out on people, man. But, you supposed to protect and serve the public, people. And now, this day and time, people are on the edge with the police
Yeah. And
because there's
it's
been too much going on.
yeah, and it's crazy. I literally like 2 hours ago had a conversation with a police officer, man. He retired really. And
Mhm.
he was saying, at this time and day and age, man, he would not tell anybody going to law enforcement because of the stigma that they're getting. He said, man, a lot of us are good cops, but you got them bad cops that's giving us a bad taste and a bad
Yeah,
name. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? He said, man, and as I got older, when it came down to certain things like giving out tickets and everything else, he said he was afraid to actually do that as he got closer to his retirement age. So he said it got to the point where he was like, man, is his life really worth giving somebody a ticket? So
Hmm.
that's the type of thoughts that's going through their head now. So, hey,
Bro, it's sad, man. It's
yeah,
sad that we live in these times where you don't you feel threatened. You definitely feel threatened by law enforcement. Like I
yeah,
said, all cops are not bad cops. I don't think a lot of it's, but there's some rotten apples out there,
it
and
is.
I don't have nothing for those.
Me either.
I don't have no respect for a dirty ass cop. I'm just keeping it real, man. And you have to coach. Say you got to coach your kids, prepare them, try to get them, let them know, hey, if this happens, what you need to do and all.
Yeah,
Because I see a lot of times, man, these motherfuckers don't have their damn cameras on, man. At these stops, they stop you, So, um, Texas A&M, yeah, they did the right thing. They did what they needed to do. I even saw LeBron James made a response um, about that, and then I saw Johnny Manziel.
he was at the
Uh,
game.
yeah, Ryan Clark gave a hey, Ryan Clark, he was on it, man. He was on it. So I wish I'd have had that clip here of Ryan Clark talking about that situation, man, because like I said, it's sad, man. At a football game from millions of people, officer, state
Yeah,
trooper, officer of the law
yeah,
doing something like that. And yeah, my opinion, he need to be gone. Period. You don't need to be in law enforcement, period. You really don't. Because he might not be at these games, but he's gonna be out there on the street. He's gonna be out there on the block.
yeah.
And it may not be no cameras around,
You sure right.
you know. So that's what you got to, be thinking about. So we'll see how it unfolds, but I ain't heard nothing about we ain't heard nothing about him but no suspensions or none of that shit.
Just taking them away from the games. That's it.
Yeah, that's it from the game.
He.
Yeah, yeah. Slap on the wrist, man. Bad man. So, um, college football, we still on it.
Yeah. Well, we
A lot of
still on it.
games, a lot of games, man. So give us the rundown, man. Give us the rundown.
Rundown. Well,
Go ahead.
we gonna stick with Texas A&M and South Carolina right now, man. Everybody knows if they watched the game yesterday, South Carolina came out all fours, man. Get on
That's
special
why he was
team,
making
defense, everything. They scored on a fumble recovery on defense. They scored on offense in the first quarter, making it 17-3. Then they
yeah,
came back second quarter, scored another 14 points. Therefore, it was 30-3 at halftime. I told my father-in-law, hey, I said, hey, if you know South Carolina, they're gonna find a way. So South Carolina gave up 21 points in third quarter and
yeah,
another 7 in the fourth quarter. They did not get back in the game. They let it leave. They walked out with a bad taste, man. South Carolina did not adjust to anything in the second half. They
yeah,
played their game. So Texas A&M, the number 3 team, actually showed how the real reason why they was the number 3 team in the nation right about now.
yeah.
So, hey,
So another team too, man. The Ole Miss Rebels.
yeah,
Ole Miss had a little tough game yesterday.
against the Florida,
Yeah, against Florida, man.
against Florida. That game ended up being 34. Ole Miss 24 Florida.
Yeah,
Um, that game, it was a tight match all the way to the fourth quarter, man. A
mhm,
lot of defense played on both sides of the ball. Florida scored twice. Scored first. Ole Miss came back with a field goal and a touchdown in the first quarter. And going into the second quarter, it was even tight. Scored 17 points in the second quarter, but Ole Miss scored another 10 themselves. Third
yeah,
quarter, it was dead even. But it Ole Miss came up. Lane Kiffin himself showed what he can do. He got
yeah,
his team adjusted. 14 points in the fourth quarter, where Ole Miss got the win. Number 17, Ole Miss got the win, 34-24. So there it is.
yeah. And State got their ass handled last night too. Man, man.
Mississippi
Yeah,
State, hey, we ain't gonna get on them right now. Missouri just handed to them. I'm trying
yeah.
to get this. I'm trying to get that score pulled up, but that's a score I ain't even had, bro. I'm sorry. I know you're a
No, it's
state
all
fan.
good. It's all
Hey,
good, man.
I got it right
Actually,
here. It was BTA on them.
yeah,
49-27, Missouri.
yeah.
Other score in the area, you got LSU beat up on Arkansas, 23-22. You got Jackson State beating Brigham Young.
Mm-hmm.
um, to 28 to 13 yesterday.
13, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, and if you know anything about the team that they played, this is the same team that had the brawl with Grambling last week. So they had 10 players that was inactive yesterday. So
yeah, man. So I'm gonna say something else too. And I was happy though yesterday when I
yeah,
saw that shit. When I saw Oklahoma beat Alabama.
and it was surprising. It was very surprising. Hey, um, Oklahoma's really had. I mean, played a good game all the way through.
Yeah,
I watched the game pretty much. They led the whole team. I mean, led the whole time.
yeah,
Um, they did not get off the gas with them boys, and that's sometimes what it takes.
yeah, yeah. They actually shocked them over at Tuscaloosa yesterday, man. And they
Even
actually I saw I thought they was trying to take a picture on the field, the logo on the logo. And the staff, I saw staff members came over and kind of trying like they trying to rope it off, keep it from doing it. And then I saw one of the players actually
yeah,
spit on it. So, I'm like, damn, it was crazy there yesterday. But I know some Alabama fans. I know some, and I know they was pissed yesterday. I know they
yeah,
were. But, I was happy though. I was
yeah. Me
happy, man.
too. Me too. I mean, it still is going to be, man. I'm looking at the top 25 right now. The
Yeah,
rankings. You got to look at how many SEC teams is still in the rankings with one or two losses. And I
hmm,
mean, it shows the type of players you got to be, type of skill set you got to be into the SEC. Because in the top
yeah,
five itself, you got three SEC teams in the top five: Ole Miss, Georgia, and Texas A&M. In the top
yeah,
10, in the top 10, you got five,
yeah,
include Alabama and Oklahoma.
yeah.
So I mean, it shows, if you really were trying to go somewhere and try to play some real ball, come on over to the SEC, man.
Now, what about the Texas game, man? Texas
Texas,
yesterday, they played they played Georgia, I think. It was Georgia yesterday.
yeah, Georgia
And Georgia,
kind of made the light shine again and see show
yeah.
Arch who he really is.
Yeah.
Arch
Yeah.
been playing very well here the past couple games, man. But yesterday, um, Arch had that shell shock look in his face. So he had the deer in the headlights that game. Texas 10, Georgia, them boys, Bulldogs, and down in Georgia 35. That was the number 5 team and number 10 teams in the nation. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. See twin in the background.
He's trying to get on the scene, man.
Yeah.
I guess
But
he
yeah,
tired
man.
of being stuck in the room.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was some games yesterday. Um, you know, high school this past Friday night too with high school games and all.
Yeah,
Um, it's winding down now, yo. It's winding down pretty much. Playoffs and all for high school, and I hate it went the way that it went for us, but it is what it is. You have to move on from it. So,
that's true.
um,
That's true. I mean, there's still a lot of teams in the metro area that we got to look up for. I mean, look up to.
yeah,
You got Germantown still in the playoffs. You got both JA, Hartfield Academy still in the playoffs. So we got a lot of games to look up to, look out for in the next
yeah,
couple of weeks here in the metro area. And like I
yeah,
was telling you, you know what I'm saying, a conversation we had like yesterday, man, they need to try to get them championship games back here in the Memorial Stadium,
yeah,
for the
yeah,
people for the people who actually listen in and it's from the Jackson or Mississippi area, y'all know the state championship games used to be held in Memorial Stadium. And down there
right,
branched off to all the other colleges around to get these kids the field of College Stadium, which
Stadium, yeah.
Memorial Stadium is a college stadium.
College
Jack
Stadium.
So
Right.
but I say add Memorial Stadium in the mix. If y'all gonna go
Mhm.
to alternate which stadiums you're gonna go, add them in the mix. That way, for teams here in the metro area, don't have to travel to the Arc. To the Starkville, to the Hattiesburg, to
Yeah.
the um um Oxford, Mississippi, just to
Yeah.
see their team play when they
Mhm.
live here in the metro area. Bring it back home.
Yeah. You're right, bro. You're right. All right, y'all. So, hey, that was it with sports. Definitely want to um this part in the show that I'll be doing. Uh, and this will be in reference to people that's been purchasing the merchandise, being recognized. And this part of the show is what we start rep the brand. And I will rep the brand start this week. Damn, I'm getting it right. I will start this week for rep the brand. It's none other than my good friend K Renee of the K Renee Show out of Baltimore, Maryland. She's repping the brand. You see, she's repping that hat, y'all. She's
Shout
wearing it.
out to her. Shout out to her.
Give her a round of applause. Definitely got to give her a round of applause, man. She is repping the brand. So I talked about that too in my last vlog about that people that's been uh, purchasing the merchandise that I will be doing some special things for these people because I really appreciate them repping the brand. And every time you see us, we're gonna have the brand on. We're gonna rep the brand. So you rep the brand. We're gonna recognize you on the podcast. We're definitely gonna recognize you. So definitely a big shout out to her. We actually did an episode, y'all, last week. Uh, my man LaJuan wasn't able to make it in, but Kay Renee was my guest here on the podcast. And unfortunately, we had some technical difficulties going on. Once we did the show, but the playback wasn't good quality. So we wasn't gonna put that quality out there like that. We want to put good quality out here for you guys to check out. So but she will be back on the show. She's down with it. She's ready. And we will be on her show. So be on the lookout for us to be on the K Renee show. Her new show. She got another show, but it's on her platform. So all right. So I do want to recognize some people too that really support me in this podcast. My man LaJuan. Also, definitely want to recognize my man Barbecue Shine, my dog over in Ridgeland, Mississippi. My man Barbecue Shine, Mississippi. Mississippi's finest right here, man. My man. Doing big things. Um, you know, I was with him earlier this week. Pretty much stopped by and see him every week. My man LaJuan even came by a couple of days ago when I was there. But y'all be on the lookout for some more video footage as well too. Eventually, because we're trying to put some stuff together
Yeah,
as far as
most
something.
definitely.
So be on the lookout for that. Also, I want to recognize my man Rod Williams over at Time for Tent. My man did my wrap on my truck, and he did a hell of a job. He does a hell of a job with tent. You guys are in the area, hey, hit him up. Time for Tent, 653 El Dorado Road, Pearl, Mississippi. I'm gonna leave it there for a split so you guys can see the number, so you can check him out if you're interested in getting vehicles wrapped or getting your windows tinted. He does a hell of a job. Definitely got to recognize my guy. Also, I want to recognize again my man Robert Gibson, uh, Team Train Insane. He right next door to my man Barbecue Shine barbecue spot. He's got his gym there. If you're interested in getting some training, hey, y'all check out my man. I will have his number and other information from him in the next episode. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Also, I gotta recognize. I gotta recognize. But I'm gonna recognize my guys at 35 Bad Boys Biker Club. Man, these guys are some great guys. My man Big 900, my man Skin. I want to recognize those guys, man. Also, my man Rod. Want to show them guys some love in the whole group, man, because those some good guys. They took me under their wing like a brother and showed me a lot of love. So definitely got to recognize them. And yeah, here it is, y'all. The Fat Killer himself. The Fat Killer himself, my man Marvin Williams. Definitely got to show him some love. Yeah, y'all see him. Yeah, little Billy Blank. Little Billy Blank, y'all. Man, you kill him, man. But that's my guy. That's my dog, man. He really pushes me, and I really appreciate him with the push and staying on me. So I definitely needed that. Also, I want to recognize my cousin, my man. You want to get your credit repaired? You need your credit checked out. Hey, get with my man Victor Hayes. Hey, see if you got the wheel, he's got the way. Check him out. Y'all need to holler at him. Get your credit on point. My guy does a great job. He actually has been on the show. You guys know if you've been watching the podcast in the past, he's been a part of the podcast and still is, man. And that also I got to give my man Kenneth Jackson kicking it with KJTV right here on YouTube. Y'all check him out. He does a lot of car reviews. He does a lot of things with his family and all. So y'all check my guy out, man. He does some great things. So my dog. I have to recognize these people, man, because these people really support me. And yeah, I gotta show them some love. And yeah, Kevin, I haven't forgot you neither, man. My man Kevin Skipper got to show him some love also. My designer, I gotta show him some love also, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep doing it. All right. So I want to thank Brittany too, my man LaJuan Johnson's wife. She does some great work for me as far as with my merchandise and all. She's been a big help also, and I definitely want to recognize her too. She will be on the Rep the Brand week. She'll be on the Rep the Brand week coming up real soon. So y'all check me out, check the merchandise out. My man, you see my man repping hard though. He repping hard, man. And
Always.
appreciate everybody supporting. Appreciate everybody support. Any final words, man, before we lock down?
Nah, man, I ain't got too much to this week, man. Just congratulations to all the players that's still in the Mississippi playoffs. You know, congratulations to the ones that just wrapped up their season, man. Regardless how it turned out, y'all
Yeah,
guys made it. You know, so to the early rounds, man. Don't
yeah,
hold your head up down. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep grinding. Hey, to the ones that's going to the next level,
yeah.
it's always another day. So
Always, man. I appreciate everybody that tunes in. We're gonna get better with this podcast thing, y'all. So y'all be on the lookout for it. We'll be doing stuff on the weekends, man, for the podcast. And yeah, I'm gonna be a really busy person now with 2 days, man, because I'm trying to vlog and then we trying to do the podcast and then trying to work out and yeah, it's gonna be some busy times, but it is what it is. We're gonna push through.
yeah,
Appreciate my guy right here, man. That's hey, you see, he's working remote, y'all. He work remote too. And when he's not in the studio, he's working from home too. So I
yeah.
appreciate you, bro. So
The little
with that
one right
being
here beside me.
said, all right, y'all. We about getting ready to wrap this thing up. You hadn't checked out the podcast, check it out. It's available here on the YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out the merchandise, man. Once again, check out the merchandise at www.jockjohnsonmerchandise.com. And also check out the vlogs, my daily vlogs, the Johnsons, right here on the channel as well. All right, that's going to wrap it up. Yours truly, the mastermind behind the mic, my man LaJuan Johnson. Hey, we out, y'all. Catch you on the next one.